What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today's look is kind of inspired from the makeup look that I did that I went to a wedding a little while ago. So I just kind of spun on that because a lot of you guys on Instagram liked it. So I decided to film a YouTube video for it and hopefully have a short Instagram video along with it. Anyways, this is kind of the look here featuring a few newer products. So if you like the look and want to know how I created it, then keep watching. And don't forget to subscribe, tell your friends. I'm trying to film a lot more videos now that I have my lighting in place, now that I have more time on my hands, now that I'm feeling really inspired to do so. So hopefully you guys like the videos that I'm creating. Let me know what you want to see, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Okay, here we go. We're going to be starting with the Fenty Beauty Primer. I love this primer. It makes my makeup look super smooth and last all day long. Alright, onto foundation. I'm using the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear foundation in two colors, Belem and Moorea. So I'm taking 2 pumps of the lighter color and 1 pump of the darker color just because I did get a tan, and I'm blending that all over my face. Anywhere that I have a few extra spots, what I'm doing is taking the brush and kind of pouncing it on top of that area just to create a little bit more coverage. Okay, let's do this color correcting. I'm taking the MAC Prep and Prime highlighting stick in the color Peach Lustre and just putting that all over the areas that I'm a little bit darker, so around my mouth and under my eyes. Next up, Tarte Shape Tape in the color Tan Sand, and this is just to highlight the highlighting areas of my face. If you notice, I haven't blended out any of the color correcting. I do that after. So I take a brush and do it around my mouth, and then I'll take my beauty blender and do the rest of the areas to just get a really nice blend. Okay, so I think I was just caught up in my thoughts or the music or whatever, but I totally did not show this product. I'm using the Mercier translucent powder to set under my eyes, around my mouth. I basically use it on all of my oily areas, and then I'm gonna go in with the darker color in the translucent powder, also by Mercier. I believe it's medium deep, and I use that as just a loose powder with a brush to put over the rest of my face. So not the highlighting areas, but my cheeks, my forehead, and down my neck. Alright, so using the KKW Beauty Powder Highlight and Contour Kit, I am going to put some life back in my face. So I'm taking the warmer shade of the contour colors and just putting that kind of around the perimeter of my face, but also where you would typically contour your cheek area. And that's just to add some dimension so everything's not looking like the same color. Back to good old Fenty Beauty. This is the color Espresso, and I use this for contouring my cheek area and my nose. I just take it right off of the brush and just put it on top of the powders. Typically, because it's a cream, I wouldn't do this if I was putting the stick to my face, but because I'm taking it off of the brush, I personally think it lasts way longer than using any kind of powder or cream and then powder on top. to brows. Okay, so this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the color dark brown. And I get asked this question a lot in terms of how I do my brows. I literally just line the bottom and then feather up the pencil as if I'm following the brush hairs. And then I'll just take a lighter colored brow gel and add that on top because of when I went blonder with my hair. I just want the hairs to be a little bit lighter, but not enough to dye them lighter. That's it. Cleanup time. This is the Studio Finish Concealer by MAC Cosmetics in the color NC42, and I'm just creating the line underneath my brow. Adding this little bit of highlight defines the brow a little bit more, just so it looks a little sharper. Moving on to eyes, I'm going to be taking the Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC and using that as a base. This prevents creasing and it makes my eyeshadows last all day long and stay super pigmented. I'm going to set this with just any blot powder. I use the MAC one, any blot powder will do. Just set this in place so that when you put your eyeshadows on top, they're not going to stick to the cream consistency. Okay guys, here it is, the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Palette Remastered. This palette is so beautiful. There are so many different looks you can come up with, but here is mine. So I'm gonna start with Doll Face. That's the really pink, bright pink color. And I'm just taking that in the crease area of my lids. I'm gonna follow that by using the color Risque, Risque, yeah. So that one is the more purpley tone, and I'm just gonna add that on top of this pink color. Okay, now I'm taking the color Bubbly and I'm just putting it in mostly the arch of my eyebrow just for that highlighted look, and then gently spreading it out either way, each side. Then I'm going to take the same Doll Face and Risque and put that under my eye for an all over smoky effect. Alright, I wanted to deepen this look a little bit more, so I'm taking the color Cocoa, which is one of the darker matte shades, and I'm just putting that right on top of the previous two colors that I already used. Okay, taking MAC Select Cover Up, I'm just going to create my cut crease. I learned this little trick here from Nicole Guerrero, who's another YouTube beauty blogger, and she would put it on just the bottom of her lid there and look up, and that's basically where the product touched. That's where I would create my cut crease, and it's been working for me like a charm. So thank you, Nicole Guerrero. And now I'm just gonna go in and create this cut crease. Before I forget, you're gonna wanna use a flat synthetic brush in order to create this. You don't want any kind of brush that's gonna have any kind of fluff to it, because it's not gonna give you that sharp line that you really want to create an amazing cut crease. So there you go. Okay, now taking my finger, I'm using the color Bubbly again, but this time with my finger obviously, and just patting that right onto the area that I just created for that cut crease. I do go in later with the brush again, using the color Bubbly just to get the edges, but for the most part I'm using my finger. It does give a way better effect using your finger with this palette. Now I'm going in with the color Man Eater and Cocoa just to create a nice smoky effect on the outer corner of the eye. Taking the color Moon Dust, I'm just going to add a little bit more bling up top, and then I'm going to take the color Bubbly again and just add it to the inner corners of my eye. Guys, if you haven't tried this eyeliner yet, the Brushstroke liner by MAC, this is the color Brushblack. This is literally the easiest eyeliner I have ever used. Even if it's just to create your shape and then you put a different eyeliner on top. I didn't do that in this video, I'm just using the one eyeliner. But if you wanted to, you could do that. It's literally the easiest eyeliner I have ever used. It's just the easiest way to get a nice wing and keep it super clean. After adding the eyeliner, I felt like the bottom was a little bit naked and I needed a little bit more depth, so I'm taking the color Black Truffle and just adding it to the bottom lash line. For this part of the look, you can pretty much take any mascara you want. It's really just to darken your lashes if you're gonna wear falsies, but I am taking the Superfan by Smashbox and Lily Singh and just darkening up my lashes before I put my falsies on. Just kidding, apparently I'm doing blush first. So this is the MAC Cosmetics Blushbaby, just a nice neutral pink to go with the look, nothing overpowering. And then I'm gonna go in with the Nars Loose Powder in Orgasm, and I'm just gonna use that to highlight my face. This highlight is so nice. It's such a beautiful glow, very wedding appropriate. It's not too blinding, but still just a beautiful glow. Now I'm going to take Graphblack by MAC Cosmetics. This is one of the technical liners, and just line my waterline just to deepen this look a little bit more. Okay, so now we're on to lashes. These are the Lily lashes in So Extra Miami. I love these lashes. They're just full enough. They're not crazy, but I love the curl on them. The curl is what sold me on these fantastic lashes. Anyway, these are the lashes I'm wearing. Okay, last part of the look is lips. This is Nightingale Lip Pencil by MAC Cosmetics. I'm going to be lining my lips with this and then filling them in. I typically do this a lot, and that's just because I really don't like having to retouch lipstick or, you know, add more later because it came off. So when I do this, my lipstick literally stays on all day. Even if it fades away, the color will still pretty much stain because I'm using the liner to fill in my lip all the way. Guys, this might actually be my new favorite pink lipstick, but this is from Smashbox and it's the Be Legendary lipstick in the color Stylist. I love this. It's matte, but it feels creamy and it's just a perfect tone. I love it. Anyways, that's the lipstick I'm using. Okay guys, here's the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and I will see you in the next video. Love ya!